North York, where Mayor Chow is making an affordable housing announcement. Let's listen in.
Jamestown, and he had mental health issues, and he was a bit violent towards my mom, not towards me. So mom moved out with me, and my dad lived in St. Jamestown by himself. Problem is that the rent was not that cheap. But I was financially capable of paying his rent and helping him out. And I often wonder what would happen to my dad if he could not pay the rent, or that the rent is a lot more expensive. See, he lived in a rent-controlled building, an old building. So the rent wasn't very high. And I think of all the seniors that are on a wait list for Toronto community housing. And the wait list is about 10 to 12 years. And some of them become homeless. And they live in our shelter. But shelter is not a home. Shelter is basically a roof over your head. You can't cook for yourself. You don't have your own space. And it's hard. And what is happening here is that there will be a home, independent living, with a kitchen and a washroom. Not very big, but it will be a home for a whole lot of seniors that have had mental health issues, may have addiction issues. Now they have Wood Green Community Center to provide the comprehensive support that they so need so they can live independently. And guess what? One of my first jobs in 1980, yes, I'm old, was with Wood Green Community Center. And I saw the good work they've done for seniors and for everyone. So they're very experienced because they've been around for a long time. It's one of the most trusted nonprofit housing partners, many decades of experience in providing best social services for seniors. We are so fortunate to have Wood Green Community Center taking control of this building because they have the experience. And I hear the hammering at the background. This is a song of joy because we've waited for so long. And this is a really interesting neighborhood. You know why? Because it has senior housing run by Toronto Seniors Housing Corporation, right? And they are run from the City of Toronto. They're funded by the City of Toronto. And we have a now supportive housing also by the City of Toronto. Not far from here is a long-term care home. Also for seniors that are not well enough to live by themselves. So this is really a community, a continuum of care, all in this neighborhood. And how wonderful is it? And I'm back to the story of my dad. Because when he got to be late 80s, 90s, he had to live in a long-term care home. It was a private home. The care wasn't very good. Finally, I was able to move him to a nonprofit, which is a very good, high standard nonprofit and long-term care home. So right in this quarter is nonprofit, supportive, and whether it is independent living for seniors or comprehensive support for seniors or long-term care for seniors, all within this neighborhood. You are so fortunate, Councillor Chang, to have this kind of continuum service in this neighborhood. So I also want to leave one message. We need at least 26,000 units of supportive housing. We are only building 50 to 60 today, okay? So far, we've built about over 1,000. We need a lot more. There's 650 on the pipeline. We need a lot more so that those seniors that are right now lining up on food banks, and I see them at the Fort York Food Bank on College Street. I see them lining up on the food bank, that they would have a place to live. And if they need support, agencies like Wood Green Community Center can support them. That is the solution for homelessness, for good standard of housing, and seniors being able to age in dignity in their own homes. So I now want to bring on the most wonderful, you're going to introduce Ann Babcock?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Woods Green Community Center.
Yeah, so we're really grateful and excited to be partnering with Wood Green. Prior to the implementation of the supportive housing, we brought neighbors from this community